Hello Internet. Today you're going to learn how to measure a trailer axle. All you're going to need is to know your shapes and have a tape measure. This is a tape measure. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Okay, you want to identify what type of axle beam you have. This one is square, 1.5 inches. This one is round. It's 2 3/8. This is a rectangle. Notice how it's 1.5 inches on top and 2.5 on the side. This is a torsion axle. It's square, 2.5 by 2.5. This is a triangle. Now that you know what size axle beam you have, you want to find your hub face. This right here is the hub face. This is the surface that meets the back of the trailer wheel, okay? This right here, hub face. So we need to take our tape measure, hook it onto that side, see? That side, all the way down. Look at that. 56 and just about 3/4. We would call that 56 3/4. And that's how you measure your hub face. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is measure your spring center. And your axle will either have holes where the leaf spring will sit, or will have these plates pre-welded. Let's see how we measure it. So we're going to go center of the hole all the way down to the center of the other spring hole. And that's going to be right on the 45-inch mark. This one, center of that plate to the center of this plate, you see is 42 inches. Now you know your spring centers. Next, I'm going to show you how to measure your brake flanges. Honestly, you don't need to do this to figure out what axle you need. However, a lot of you have identified the brake flange as the easiest thing to get a tape measure on. So again, outside to outside on the brake flange, 72 inches. The majority of our axles online will have this measurement associated with them. But again, all you need really is your hub face and your spring center. A few things to keep in mind are the capacity of the axle, which usually is a little bit more than what the trailer is rated for. So say you have a trailer rated for 1,200 to 1,500 pounds, that's probably going to have a single 2,000-pound axle on it. And if your trailer is rated for like 6,000 pounds and you have two axles, they're probably both 3,500-pound axles. And one other thing is camber. So on a round axle, I don't know if you can see it here, but this has a 1-degree road set camber. Okay, so when you put weight on the trailer, that's going to level out your tires nice so it rides better. If it's a square or rectangular axle beam, your camber is going to be 1 degree at the spindle. Torsion axles are a little different. You don't have any leaf springs to deal with, but you know where the trailer beam is going to sit right on top of these. So you want an inside and an outside measurement of your torsion axle brackets. Outside of this one's going to be 48 3/4, and the inside is going to be 40 5/8. Okay. And that pretty much tells us where the center line of your trailer beams and trailer frame rails are going to sit. So the last thing you want to do to identify when you have a torsion axle is the angle of the dangle. Is it straight? Is it dangling? Okay, is it straight down? Try pay attention to that. Usually they're going to be 10, 20, 25 degree. As you can see, this one's going to be 25. Okay, so some of you are thinking you have a broken spindle on one side. So now you can't buy another axle because you can't figure out what we need to know to buy an axle. So what do? Throw the trailer away? No. You get one of the hubs you've taken off. You put it on the good side. Okay, just slide it back on just like this. All right? Doesn't have to be tight. Look, a hub face. Outside hub face to center of the closest spring is 5.5 inches. You're going to add 5.5 twice to your spring center. Spring center is 42, so 42 plus 11 is 53 inches. The hub face of this axle with only one good spindle on it is 53 inches. You can do this.